Well, our correspondent Murad Gazdiev has more now on how mainstream politics and the mainstream media are working hand in hand.
Protesting against the government. Pfft, anarchists. Tired of migrants? Ugh, far right. Really tired of migrants? Fascists.
I accuse our international leaders in Washington, Brussels, London, Paris, and specifically in my own country.
Literally Hitler.
I am your voice.
Reckless populist. Wow, the deplorables. Isn't it great how you can so easily categorize and dismiss hundreds of millions of people?
The ones who are charging us with listening to what Russia tells us to say, I think they've lost all credibility. People look at that and say, same old stuff again, especially when they look a little bit deeper in how they did things much worse than they're even pretending or accusing us have done. But they're looking for scapegoats, and they're looking to try to destroy the messenger. The fake news comes from our own government when they tell us about why we have to go to war.
Problem is, when you label, bracket, and bunch everyone together, it kind of loses its power. It becomes cliché, if not ironic.
The epidemic of malicious fake news and false propaganda that flooded social media over the past year.
Facebook fights back against an avalanche of fake news and hoaxes.
Spread of fake news.
It's fake news.
Fake news.
The Washington Post recently caught publishing a fake story about Russian hackers attacking an American power plant. The Daily Mail just busted running a photo of an American landmine found in Aleppo, saying it was Russian. Another recent example, The Guardian faking a news story about Julian Assange praising Trump. They then apologized. We could go on for hours. The people crying most about fake news are the ones that brought us the most biased U.S. election in history.
This is the beginning of the end for Trump.
The beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end?
This is probably starting of the beginning of the end for Donald Trump.
These examples of fake news alone earned tens of millions of views, shares, and likes before apologies were made.
Mainstream politics and mainstream media are simply not trying to find answers to the demands and the tribulations that regular people have across the world today is exactly why we have these situations. And I think they are absolutely connected. They're embedded with one another, right? Mainstream media, mainstream politics, they work hand in hand. And people are sick and tired of this politics. And I think that people simply want solutions to the vexing problems we have in the world today.
It's simple. The louder you cry, the more people will hear you. You can shriek about the far right, howl about Hitler's, and wail over fake news. Oh, they'll hear you, and eventually stop taking you seriously. Murad Gazdiev, RT.
Thanks for being with us today. Still to come this hour, a BBC parody of the TV show The Real Housewives of Atlanta, featuring jihadi housewives has angered viewers online. We'll have a look at that story in a couple of minutes.